Good morning again, guys. Still Sunday morning, so kind of dealing. Pouring rain here, thunderstorms in and out, everything. So kind of keeps me from working in the yard. But obviously, it's not raining everywhere, and so other people are getting stuff done. I got a real good email this morning with an excellent question, and I answered the email. But I thought, hey, this is something that maybe everybody else needs to be made aware of, and so hence here we are. Heather sent me an email asking a question, said that they had sprayed, or not sprayed, but put the weed and feed type granules on their yard because they had a crabgrass problem. And some of the granules, when you use a spreader or whatever, it kind of throws it all over the place, had gotten into their vegetable garden. And would it be safe to plant there? Now, the weed and feed stuff was, as she told me, was a pre-emergent, which means it prevents seeds from germinating. Okay. And so she wanted to know if she could still plant in that area of the garden, or would the weed and feed kill the plants? Well, you need to know a little bit about what the genetics, I guess, if you will, are of your vegetables, your weeds, whatever. Like I told you, I mean, gardening is a lot more than planting a seed in the ground. You got to know something about them. So, grass is a monocot, monocot. Okay. Most weeds, broadleaf weeds, are dicots. Most vegetables are also dicots. Now, there are some monocot vegetables, corn, asparagus, and onions primarily. Okay. Now, a lot of you guys know the whole story about Grazon and everything like that, and how you don't want to use hay that's been sprayed with Grazon in your compost because it doesn't break down. It'll wind up in your compost and kill all your plants. That's what you're looking at, okay? What Grazon was, or what a weed and feed is, it is specifically made to kill the dicots, but not the monocots. All right. So when you spray it on the grass, and then you use the grass in the compost now has that weed killer in it, and it gets in your garden, and that's why you can't grow vegetables, or you get severely funky vegetables. Now, not all weed and feeds use the same ingredients, I guess, if you will, that is in Grazon. But to give you an idea of what you're looking at doing, I'll say this just perfectly. Never ever use chemical weed killers in your vegetable gardens. Ever. Okay? If you want to use organic weed killer or something like that, that's different. Okay? But do not use the chemical stuff, because the chemical stuff will kill your plants. Now, to answer her question, can she still plant in there? The pre-emergence, and without knowing what kind of fertilizer she used. Okay, I'm going to kind of go general here. Putting a seedling in the ground will be fine, because a pre-emergent weed killer will not kill existing weeds. It'll just prevent the seeds from germinating. However, in a situation like that, she can't put the dicots, right? The beans, the lettuce, the cucumbers, the tomatoes, whatever, seeds. She could put a tomato plant in, but can't direct sow a tomato seed. The tomato seed won't germinate, the plant will grow. That's the deal. So when you are taking care of your lawn, however you want to do it, okay, if you are deciding to put weed and feed or whatever on your lawn, make sure you know what the ingredients are, and do take exceptional care to make sure this doesn't get in your vegetable garden. That will cause you problems. So, just so you all know, the difference between monocots and dicots. Grass being a monocot, corn, onions, asparagus, monocots. Anything you use on your grass, on your corn, asparagus, onions is going to be fine. They'll like nitrogen, right? Everything else is pretty much a dicot. Your broadleaf weeds, say dandelions. Why you want to kill them, I don't know. People don't like them, but they have edible, medicinal, God knows all sorts of good uses for dandelions. But it's a broadleaf weed, crabgrass, whatever it would be. Plantain, broadleaf weed. Okay, but they have good use. What you're trying to kill in your yard could also kill your garden. So just be real careful about that. The only store-bought weed killer I will use is a product called Preen, okay, Preen, and there is one specifically made for vegetable gardens that will not harm your plants, okay? So other than that, don't just go get weed and feed and go, hey, cool, this is the easy way to keep weeds out of my garden. It's also the easy way to keep vegetables out of your garden. I just wanted to give you that one here real quick in a real fast, short video, but thought it was worth sharing with everybody else. Have a good rest of the day. Pinball out.